What is up, gang? Welcome back to another History in Graveyards. Today, I am in search of the Molly Pitcher Spring, or well. Some people say spring, some people say well. I don't know, but we're gonna find it. The real one. Alright guys, so here it is. Very easy to find. The Molly Pitcher Spring. This marks the spot where Molly Pitcher got the water to give to the wounded soldiers and and for her husband that was manning a cannon. It's a spring right here where she must have come to have gotten the water for her husband and wounded soldiers. Negative. This is not the spot. This is not where Molly Pitcher's spring was. Historians now believe that this absolutely is not the spot. This rock, or marker, was placed by a farmer in the 1930s looking to sell water to tourists coming to visit the Battle of Monmouth battlefield. So, even though it's on Google that this is where Molly Pitcher's well is, or spring, I don't know why they call it a well. It was never a well. Although, maybe it was a well. Let's go check out the other location where people think, or thought, where she got the water from. All right, here we go. This is the next spot. Looks like a well. This has to be it. But it's not. It is not. This is not it. This well was placed here by the railroad company trying to keep people from going across the tracks to not get hurt. These tracks right here. This is not Molly Pitcher's well. I know it looks like a well, and people come here and take photos of it and stuff, but this is not Molly Pitcher's well. Once again, it was never a well. It was a spring. There weren't too many wells around. Wells were by homes and stuff. This is not it. So once again, this was just placed by a railroad company trying to keep people on this side of the tracks to not get hurt. That was very nice of them to do so. Misleading, but very nice. Now let's go to the real Molly Pitcher Spring. The place that's most likely where she got it from. It makes more sense. It was on that side of the battlefield where the Americans were. So let's go check that one out. If you guys ever do come out here, bring water, because my stupid ass left it in the car. Like always, I always bring half the shit I need. And just bring the camera, mic, and information. Okay, so made a wrong turn, and I was walking in a completely different wrong direction because I didn't research properly, like always, which is how you guys know me, knowing half the facts, just coming out and doing it and winging it, forgetting half the shit. A lot of times I do videos and I find a whole paragraph of stuff that I wanted to say, but forgot that that other piece of paper was in my pocket. Happens all the time. I'm an idiot. And here we go. All right, so historians now believe that this is where Molly Pitcher, or Mary Hays, got her water from. This spot right here. This definitely makes more sense because this is on the American side of the battlefield, not that rock or that stupid thing that looks like a well. And look at that. Please pause this, because my arm is killing me. So there you have it, the real Molly Pitcher Spring. I guess it was all down here. Obviously the spring has dried up, but this is most likely where she would have gotten the water from. This is the nearest location of where she was positioned and where cannon were placed. So just imagine, you're here, June 28th, 1778. Cannonballs going off everywhere, you know, chaos, confusion, bodies everywhere, explosions, I mean, you name it. This probably was hell around here. Also, guys, just so you know, the American casualties were 370, and the British were 358. It's a lot of people dead here. Kind of weird how there's not too many ghost stories about this battlefield. Maybe they don't want to be known for that. Like Gettysburg is known for that, and I believe they want to be known for that, or used to anyway. But a lot of people died here too. So, I don't know. When there's that much energy and that much death in one spot, and everything is still kept the same, it's usually where paranormal activity happens. Very quiet around here too. So the story of Molly Pitcher is, a lot of people think her real name is Mary Ludwig Hays, which is probably true. But the story goes, Mary Hays, or Molly Pitcher, if you will, her husband was manning a cannon in this area, probably right over there, and she was getting water for him, probably to cool off the cannons, also for drinking water. Then she started to also bring water to the wounded soldiers. She was helping with the war effort. In fact, George Washington thanked her later on, from what I hear. And her husband got wounded, so she took his position, which I believe was loading the cannon. So she had that big, Q-tip looking thing, sticking it into the muzzle of the cannon, or barrel, whatever you want to say, into the cannon, and just took his job on. So whether she was Molly Pitcher, Molly Hays McCarthy, Mary Hays, a woman that just had a pitcher, so they just called her Molly, which I believe they called women on the battlefield Molly. I heard that story. I read that somewhere, actually. Any woman was just called Molly. I don't know why that was a thing, but it was, supposedly. Probably wrong, though. So yeah, this is the real location. Historians now believe this is the real location of Molly Pitcher's spring. Not well, spring. I love it out here in these big open areas, just away from everything. Surprised my cell phone didn't go off.